What's up, everybody? What's up, Power Family? How you guys doing? This is the Power 99 FM here, and today I'm bringing you a brief tour of my completed Mac desk setup. So when you look at it like this, when you see it like this, it does look pretty damn nice. When you see it like this, it looks pretty damn sexy. It looks pretty damn nice like this. It looks really hot. It looks dope like this. I love it like this. It gives you the immersion of like going into the screens. It looks really cool the way I set it up. It looks really nice. And I'm gonna turn the lights on and show you a brief show of what it looks like with the lights on. Real quick, I just want to go over a few things about the displays and give some shout outs and whatnot. So in no particular order, I'm going to give some shout outs to some of my Power family members that I know support me and love me and like my videos and share my content. Thank you, Bobby, Billy, Brian, Jessica, Allison, Heather, Haley, Mark and Cody and Nate. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. And David too. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support and supporting me and liking my content and my videos and doing what you guys do to help me along the way. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so grateful for everything that you do. So, this setup right here, I won't be changing this setup anytime soon, if at all. The only thing that might change is I might get myself a updated computer, but the trash can Mac Pro, I won't be getting that. I just don't like that design. I don't like how you can't upgrade anything. I don't like how you can't use 4 displays. Or I don't like how you can't use a 5.1 sound system. It doesn't have an optical input. You have to buy a dongle for it. It's just not really practical. It's not a really good trash can Mac Pro, but I don't like how you really can't upgrade anything in the machine. It kind of such you're stuck with the stock features on it, and that's pretty much all you can do. You could probably upgrade the RAM. Upgrading the RAM is probably all you can do on the machine. I mostly like the silver towers better. So when this 2008 Mac Pro finally craps out on me, I'm probably going to get myself a 2010 Mac Pro or 2012 Mac Pro, use that for a while, and then I'll probably build myself a custom-made PC and put the Mac OS X on it with Windows 10 so I can do boot between both of them, both of those operating systems from time to time. But that probably won't be anytime soon, at least for a while. The setup is going to stay the way it is, because it's complete and it's awesome, and I never had a setup like this, and it's so cool to look at. I got so many comments about how awesome the setup is. It looks dope, it looks cool, you did an awesome job. I wish I had a setup like this. The setup is awesome. I love your setup. I love that. Dude, that's awesome. I got so many great comments from the setup. I got a little bit of hate too, but I didn't get that much hate. I got like a little bit of hate. Well, mostly for the middle display. I got a little bit of hate for that, saying like, why do you have a middle display that's tiny? I don't like that. It throws off the other monitors and so like that. But I mean, I'm gonna ignore the haters and not even mention the haters. This setup is perfect for me. I love it the way it is. It looks dope. It does look really epic. It looks really cool. I love it the way it is. I worked so hard on this. I zip tied all the wires, everything's zip tied, everything's organized, everything is so much better now than it was before. And I'm really proud of what I have achieved and having a something like this. I've never had a something like this at all in my life. This is the first time I've ever had anything like this before in my life, and I'm really proud of it. And it won't be changing anytime soon because the desk setup is now complete. I'm going to be making an overall view of the setup later on, probably in October or November, when I get that other Sony SAW2500 subwoofer and put it on the Sony STR DH5500 receiver hooked up to the Mac Pro via optical input. So, just to go over the displays real quick. The displays, the two displays on the right and left, they are two 27-inch Acer LED displays running on HDMI, DVI, and VGA. The middle display is a 21.5-inch LED HP display running on HDMI, DVI, and VGA. The top display is a 32-inch smart TV / monitor LED display running on two HDMI inputs, one component input, one composite input, one optical out input, and a VGA input. But VGA is old technology. I'm not using VGA. VGA should have been killed 10 years ago. That's old as anything. If you say use VGA, more power to you. I just don't use VGA because it's just crappy looking. DVI is a better input, or HDMI is the better input to use, but DVI is what I use for now as my primary display. But I will run all these four displays on HDMI sometime soon. I just don't know when. But for right now, they're all running on DVI to DVI. The three bottom ones and the top one is running on HDMI to DVI. The three bottom ones all have DVI in the back plugged in, and then then the other ends are plugged in to DVI to the back of the graphics card. The top display is running on DVI, well, HDMI to DVI. It has HDMI plugged into the top screen, DVI plugged into the graphics card. So all these four displays are running on DVI per se, except that is running on HDMI to DVI. I have it, the input, running on input 2, HDMI / DVI for the input 2. That's what I have the top display running on. Now, all these four displays are all different sizes, so it's all mixed and matched sizes, but it delivers one great, awesome, kick-ass picture that is really crisp and clear and awesome looking. Now, the four displays are all LED displays. They're all LED. The top display and the bottoms, the three bottoms displays are all LED displays. The three bottom ones all have DVI, HDMI, and VGA in the bottom, and the top display has what I just mentioned previously. But I use that as a monitor and a TV as well. The three bottom displays, just to go over again in case you guys missed it. The two outer displays are two 27-inch Acer LED displays. The middle display is a 21.5-inch HP display. All the bottom ones all have LED displays in them. And they all have HDMI, DVI, and VGA, and the top display is the 32-inch LED Samsung smart TV / monitor that I use as a TV and a monitor, both combined. So that is all the displays right there, broken down for you in case you guys missed it earlier. Just as a note, all the displays right here, they all have a blue light. That has a blue light. The HP has a blue light, and that has a blue light. When the monitors go off on standby, that has an orange light, that has an orange light, and that has an orange light. When all the three monitors on the bottom go off, they all have an orange light to them on standby. And when they turn on, they all have a blue light to them, which I find to be pretty cool. And the top display goes off. When it goes off, it has the red light down here at the bottom, but the light is red and not blue, which is fine. I mean, it's okay. Even though all the screens are all different sizes, two 27-inch monitors on the side, 32-inch TV / monitor up above, and the 21.5-inch monitor in the middle. Even though they're all different sizes, it does look pretty cool all together, broken down. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn the lights on real quick, and I'm going to show you what it looks like real quick for you guys. So give me 1 quick second, and I'll turn on the lights, and I'll show you what it looks like in the light. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, the bottom half of the desk underneath looks pretty neat. It looks so much better than it did before. Everything in the bottom, they're all zip tied, and everything on top are all zip tied. Everything's zip tied. Everything is completely and utterly zip tied. I've used about 40 to about 60 zip ties all together, which isn't that bad. I zip tied every wire I could possibly find. I have 2 battery backups over there in that corner right there. You can see the white light right there. I have two UPS battery backups together. I have 2 of them together over there in the corner. I have a brown drawer over there that houses all my pens, pencils, notebooks, tax information, miscellaneous other kind of stuff that I need, tools for fixing computers, and some information, some IT books as well. Some of them, most of them are in the brown dresser behind me. Over there, those are all my IT books over there in that corner. I have about 100 IT books all together over there in that corner. But this right here is a Sony subwoofer that's hooked up to the Sony Blu-ray player, which I'll get into a minute very, very, very briefly. It's not, the Sony subwoofer is not being used right now, except for on the Sony Blu-ray player in itself. The RCA DVD 5.1 subwoofer is right there. As you can see, everything right here is nice and neat, and the Mac Pro is over there really looking pretty good, and everything right there is nice and zip tied. Everything right here is better as it was before. When I get myself another Sony powered subwoofer, SAW2500, I'm gonna put it right there next to that other Sony subwoofer right there. But that won't be for some time. I'm gonna be getting myself eventually a light, and I'm gonna be putting the light right here on this setup, right here. So the light would be right here, shining down over here, so you can see everything much better. I have two G4 speakers right there, boom and boom. I have Halo 5 limited edition. I bought that on Amazon for $27, and I have Power Rangers on Blu-ray right there. I have two Apple keyboards right here. Apple Magic Mouse Keyboard 2 up top, Apple Magic Mouse Keyboard 1 down in the bottom, Apple Magic Mouse Trackpad 2 up top, Apple Magic Mouse Trackpad 1 on the bottom. I have two Apple number pads, and I have an Apple Magic Mouse. I have about 4 of those Apple One Magic Mouses and 4 Apple Magic Mouse 2 mouses. In case one breaks, I have another one as a backup. It's always good to be prepared. It's always good to be safe rather than sorry later on in life, in case life throws you a curveball, which seems to happen when it comes to technology, which I'll explain when I get to the Blu-ray player. That right there is my HP all-in-one computer running Windows 10. It's on sleep mode right now. That Logitech K400 Plus keyboard is connected to the HP. That HP computer prints wirelessly to that Brother printer. That Brother printer over there is connected to the Mac Pro via USB cable. That Lenovo PC is connected to that TV via HDMI to HDMI in the back of the receiver. One HDMI input into the back of the Lenovo, the other HDMI input into the back of the receiver, displayed on the TV up above. The Brother printer is connected to the Lenovo PC via a USB printing cable. I have the Blu-ray player up top, which no longer works. Well, it does work, but it doesn't work as a Blu-ray player anymore. I'll explain in a minute. The Sony HDR DH5500 receiver is on top of the Insignia monitor stand right there, and then I have the other Insignia monitor stand on top of the Brother printer, which is the HP monitor is on top of the other Insignia monitor riser stand. So I have one up there, which is the HP all-in-one computer is resting on the Insignia monitor stand, which is on that Brother printer. That Sony HDR DH5500 receiver is lying on the Insignia monitor rising stand. I have that Insignia monitor rising stand lying on top of that Brother printer, and that Sony receiver is lying on top of that Insignia monitor riser, which is on top of that Brother printer, which that Xbox One S is connected to. No, I have that Xbox One S over there. No, it's not that Xbox One S. That Xbox One S is inside the box. I have another Xbox One S. I went to Best Buy last week, and I looked around, and I saw an Xbox One S at Best Buy for $250, and I was like, hey, instead of me opening that Xbox One S, because I want to do an unboxing of that Xbox One S, but I didn't want to open it up, put it on the setup, and then use it. I wanted to have that Xbox One S to be used on my 4K TV when I get one, because I plan on getting myself a 4K TV, hang it on the wall, take that crappy center speaker down, and put that nice Sony center speaker right there. I have a official Sony Sony center speaker. This Sony center speaker is really, really nice. It's really heavy and it's really big. It's an official center speaker. I'm gonna put that center speaker on this setup over here. But I'm gonna hang the 4K TV on the wall. I'm gonna take this off, untwist tie, cut off the zip ties I need to cut off, and then hang the 4K TV on the wall with a wall mount, and rip that center speaker down and put that center speaker away for storage, because I could use that center speaker again sometimes in the future. I've been using that center speaker since about 2008, so it has been with me for a long time now. So I'm gonna be retiring that and hooking up that new Sony center speaker on my new 4K TV when I get one on the wall, and then I'll do an unboxing of that Xbox One X, and I will be unboxing that Xbox One S, and using that Xbox One X on this setup over here on this 4K TV, and that black big bulky Xbox One S, and it looks like a VCR that's connected to the connector I never use, because I think the connector is more of a gimmick than anything else. I'm gonna be putting that Xbox One S in storage and saving that for safekeeping if I ever do need it. So I have 3 Xbox Ones. And I bought that Xbox One previously at Best Buy for about $250, $300, which wasn't too bad. And I got myself Halo 5 limited edition on Amazon for like $25. So I have that Xbox One S connected to that Sony receiver via HDMI to the receiver, so I can game up on the top monitor display and use the 5 Sony speakers to do some live stream gaming of some games that are coming out in the future that I want to live stream for everyone. I'm gonna have to make a Twitch account and then live stream on Twitch, which I will be doing sometime soon. And I got myself some print and paper right there, which I'm going to be loading into that Brother printer pretty shortly. It's 500 pages, so I think the Brother printer can take about 250 pages, because that Brother printer can take about 250, and that Brother printer can take 250. So I'm sure this Brother printer can take the same amount, 250. That Logitech K400 Plus is connected to that Lenovo, so I can use the keyboard, the mouse, touchpad, functionality to control the Lenovo using that Logitech mouse and keyboard. The Xbox One S is a 1 TB version, and it came with a copy of Forza 6, which I have downloaded in the code. I have Forza 5 right there on CD, but I haven't played it yet. As far as now concerns, I will get myself a PS4 Pro, but I won't be getting myself a PS4 Pro anytime soon. I will be getting myself a PS4 Pro because I want to use 4K. The 4K. I want to have the 4K goodness going on here. So I will be getting myself a PlayStation 4 Pro sometime soon. And when I do, I'm going to have 3 PS4s and 3, I have 3 Xbox Ones now, but I'm going to have 3 PS4s as well. One of them will just be a 4K PS4 to put over here. The Nintendo Switch, I'm going to be getting myself 2 of those. The reason why is because one of them would be for myself, and then the other one would be for a giveaway that I'm going to be doing sometime, hopefully this year or maybe next year. I'll do it. Hopefully, it depends if I can find 2 Nintendo Switches. It's pretty hard to really find one, let alone 2 right now. So that's probably have to wait until sometime next year, so I can do a giveaway, for my Power Family members to enjoy. So I hope everyone enjoys that. That's gonna be in the works sometime soon. But for right now, this match setup is now complete, and it does look pretty damn nice. It does look pretty damn awesome, in my opinion. It looks pretty damn awesome as it is right now. So this death setup, this Mac death setup, you can say, is now complete. I have that Logitech black webcam plugged into that Lenovo PC. I have that white Logitech webcam plugged into that Mac Pro via the 7-port USB Insignia hub, which I used in the Mac Pro. I have 4 hard drives in the Mac Pro: 1 terabyte, 80 gigabyte, 40 gigabyte, and 640 gigabyte. And I have 16 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM in the Mac Pro, 800 megahertz. I had 64 gigabytes, but long story short, the RAM shorted out and went bad. It was bad RAM. Some of the RAM was bad, so I was only left with 16 gigabytes out of 64. I bought it a long time ago. I can't get my money back. There's nothing I can really do, so I'm going to cut my losses, and I'm going to buy myself 32 gigabytes of Mac Pro RAM in that machine and use that for now. And then when I get myself a 2012 or 2010 Mac Pro, I'll get myself 64 gigabytes of RAM in that. The 2008 Mac Pro is kind of old now, so it's not use. It won't be good for me. It won't be useful for me to get 64 gigabytes of RAM in that 2008 Mac Pro as of now. So 32 gigabytes in that 2008 Mac Pro would be the sweet spot, would be fine. When I get myself a 2012 Mac Pro, which I'm most likely leaning towards, I'm going to get 64 gigabytes of RAM in that Mac Pro. The 2008 Mac Pro has 2 NVIDIA 8800 GT video cards. I pulled them out of the 2007 Mac Pro so I can run 4 displays. I will be updating the video cards most likely soon, or maybe not, because I'm planning on getting myself a 2012 Mac Pro, so it'll be kind of important to update the video cards. I'll just do it in the 2012 Mac Pro when I get that instead, because it'd be pretty useless upgrading anything in that Mac Pro as of now. That Mac Pro is currently running on Sierra. I'm running Sierra on the Mac Pro. I don't really like Sierra because you really can't copy and paste. When I go on YouTube to copy my description in my videos, to paste it in the description of my next videos to save me time rather than type all that all over again, I can't do that. It won't let me copy my description and paste it in my next video, so I have to write all that out all over again, and it's a real pain writing that out all over again. I can't really copy and paste my description or my videos on Facebook or nothing like that. It won't let me copy and paste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be dishing Sierra and putting El Capitan on this Mac Pro for now, and use El Capitan on this Mac Pro. Now, El Capitan supports Apple Magic Mouse 2 and Apple Magic Mouse 2 and Apple Magic Trackpad 2. I might be using those 2 devices and El Capitan. I could use it on Sierra, but I'm really not a big fan of Sierra as of now. So when I get El Capitan on this Mac Pro, I might use the Magic Mouse 2s and Magic Keyboard 2, but I don't know as of yet. For now, I have to see. I have to get my hands on an El Capitan file. I previously had El Capitan. I don't know where it went to. I'm gonna have to look through my hard drives and my other computers, and finally I kept the thing went through because I have a copy of that, which I'm gonna be adding to the Mac pretty soon, because I'm gonna have to copy and paste, because writing out the description every time is kind of killing my fingers and my hands a little bit to do that. So with the desk setup, this desk right here has a TechNet 17.7 inch big mouse pad made by TechNet that I got on Amazon for like $7, which the Magic Mouse 1 is resting on itself. The reason why I didn't add, I know someone's gonna ask, the reason why I did not add the third 27-inch Acer monitor is because I could not fit in the setup itself. That monitor, I tried to do, that monitor was bleeding off the desk. That other monitor was bleeding that way, and it didn't really look good having those 3 displays on it. It looked kind of crowded. So what I did was I took the third Acer 27-inch monitor, I boxed it up, and I put it in the closet for safekeeping. So when I get myself a new desk and more space, more organization of space over here, I will be putting that third 27-inch Acer monitor on the setup. But for right now, I like this the way it is, and it is going to stay like this for the foreseeable future. I won't be changing anything on this setup anytime soon, because I love this the way it is. The way it is just fine the way it is. The only thing that's going to change is the Mac Pro. I'm going to be getting myself a new Mac Pro soon. That's the only thing that's going to change. Everything else is going to stay the same for a little while to come. Now, up top, you can see all the 3 Sony speakers up top. So, just to alliterate, the Sony speakers are up top. So what I have is, I have the left Sony speaker right there, I have the center Sony speaker right there, I have the right Sony speaker right there, and I have the back right Sony speaker right there, next to the back right RCA speaker right there, and then after that I have the left back Sony speaker right there, next to the left back RCA speaker right there, and they're all connected to the receiver. So I have all of the 5 Sony speakers connected to the banana plug inputs in the Sony receiver. All you have to do is unscrew the banana plugs, and then you have to take all the wires and put them through each individual hole in the banana plug. And then what you do is you just screw it back to tighten up the connection to make sure the connection is really secure. You can use banana plugs, put them in the wires and use banana plugs and put the banana plugs into the banana plugs. But I prefer to put the wire into the banana plug because it's a lot better and it's easier that way. You just have to make sure the whole wire is in the banana plug. You can't have any wires showing out the banana plug because it might short the speakers or the receiver over time if you so use it. So what I have is I have all these 5 Sony speakers connected to that Sony receiver in the banana plugs, and I have the optical input, one end connected to the receiver and the other end connected to the 2008 Mac Pro to get me sound on the Mac itself via the optical input on the receiver. which I'm going to show you right now. It says OPT, that's the optical input. That's the input I use right there, satellite slash CATV called. I think that's what it's called. That's the input I use to get sound on the Mac Pro. So what happened to the other Insignia monitor stands? Why they're not on the Acer monitors? Well, I try to put the Insignia monitor risers on top of the Acer. Well, I try to put the Acer monitors on top of the Insignia monitor risers. It just went out, worked out that way. It was just too crowded, and the monitor itself, the stand, would bleed off the Insignia monitor riser. It was kind of stupid the way it looked. So what I did was I put one Insignia monitor riser behind that Acer monitor, and the other Insignia monitor riser behind that Acer monitor. And what I did was I pushed both these Acer monitors in front of the Insignia monitor risers, so they can't go back. They can't go back, and they can't go sideways because the monitors is there. So these monitors right here have a really tight, secure connection, so they can't move, they can't do anything, they can't go anywhere. I have all the miscellaneous stuff I had on the desk. I have all the miscellaneous stuff in the back. I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff on top of the Insignia monitor riser right there. I have 7 Apple Magic batteries and some Magic Mouses are in that box right there, and I have one of the RCA left speakers on the wall over there, and then I have the center RCA speaker on that wall behind the HP monitor, and then I have a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff over here with the right RCA speaker on the wall right there. And I have down here, down here in this little groove, I have the RCA 501 DVD player down there, along with the RCA remote. That remote is for the Samsung TV. Up above, to change the inputs from HDMI 1 and HDMI 2, so I can power on and off the TV. The HDMI input 1 on the TV is used for the SBoss 1 and the Lenovo PC via the HDMI inputs on the receiver. HDMI 2 slash DVI is for the connection to the Mac Pro, so I can see the screen up above. And of course I have to turn on and off the display and not only switch inputs, so I have to use that remote to turn on and off the TV and to switch the HDMI 1 to 2 inputs for the Mac and the SBoss 1. And that receiver, well, not receiver, I mean, that Sony remote. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, thank you, Mac. That Sony remote is for the Sony receiver right there at CRDH5500, but sometimes I turn it on using the remote, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go over here to switch to turn up the volume, turn down the volume. It's on volume 30 right now. Volume 30 is a sweet spot on this receiver. I don't go no higher than 40, maybe 33. But 40, I don't go any higher than 40 on this receiver, but this 40 is pretty loud in itself. That right there is a Batman and Superman Bluetooth speaker I got Best Buy for like $20 a year ago. Now I have an 2009 Toshiba laptop right there underneath the Insignia monitor riser. Then I have a 2015 15-inch 15.6 inch HP laptop with 4 GB of RAM, 1 TB hard drive on top of the 2009 laptop. Inside that Insignia monitor riser groove to keep the Insignia monitor riser nice and to keep the Infinity monitor visor in place so it doesn't move, it doesn't shake. So I have two laptops on top of the well, not on top. Well, yeah, I just shouldn't stay up top. I have two Infinity monitor visors in that little space in between the groove of the Infinity monitor visor, so I can have little, so I can keep the monitors nice and secure, and to keep the laptops from getting damaged, because if I have them in there, they won't get damaged and so much. I don't really care about the Toshiba laptop. I care about the HP. The HP laptop is really nice. I don't want to keep that from getting damaged anytime soon. And I have the Cine monitor visor right there, and I have the HP display on top of the Cine monitor visor. So everything all in all looks really good, looks really clean. So what I have is I have everything behind the displays. So what I did was I put everything behind the displays to keep the nice, clean, fresh look in the front, because I have a nice, clean, fresh look in the front. So to keep this nice, clean, fresh, organized look in the front, I have everything behind the displays. I have all the miscellaneous stuff behind the displays to keep this nice, clean, fresh look going in the front. I have the Blue Yeti microphone behind the monitor, so when I need it, I just grab the Blue Yeti microphone, put it right there, take the cord, plug it in, use it. When I'm done, I'll wrap up the cord, put it over there, and then put the Blue Yeti microphone behind the monitor to keep it nice, clean, and out the way. So everything has this nice, clean look going on it in the front. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I guess that's it. As of now, the Blu-ray player, long story short, I came home one day. I got this the day it came out, the Power Rangers movie. I got that the day it came out. I tried to, I sat right here on the chair. I put in the Power Rangers on Blu-ray. I turned on the Blu-ray player. I popped on the screen. I waited here for it to play. It wouldn't play. And I said, what? It won't play. Why? And I turned it off. It turned back on. It won't play. I pulled the plug. Put the plug back in, put the plug out, take the plug in, put the plug out, take the plug in, turn the Blu-ray player on, off, eject, nothing. It just wouldn't come out. So I was pissed off. So what I did was I opened up the goddamn Blu-ray player and I took the CD out. And thank God the CD wasn't scratched, man. Because if that CD was scratched, I would have raged like crazy, because I paid $21 for that Power Rangers movie. It was on sale. The original price, I think, was $50 or $40. So I saved money on the Power Rangers movie. It's also short. The Blu-ray player, the functionality of the Blu-ray on the Blu-ray player doesn't work anymore. But the Blu-ray player does work on the screen to play my Amazon video and my Netflix video, which is kind of pointless now because I have the Xbox One S to play Netflix and Amazon Video. I have my computer here to play Amazon Video or Netflix. So having that Blu-ray player is kind of pointless. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a burning video. I'm going to take out that Blu-ray player. I'm going to take it out somewhere and I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn that Blu-ray player. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to get some lighters. I'm going to start a fire and I'm going to burn that Blu-ray player. And I'm going to make a video called Burning That Blu-ray Player. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn that Blu-ray player. That Blu-ray player has been nothing but trouble for me. So it's just not working for me. It's just, I can't even use it as a Blu-ray player anymore. The functionality of the Blu-ray is gone. The disc doesn't even work anymore. So I'm just going to burn the Blu-ray player. So I'm going to be making that video pretty soon of me burning that Blu-ray player. So stay tuned for that. That should be a really fun video. So I hope everyone enjoys this little brief overview of the setup of my new completed disc setup. Thank you, Power Family, for all your love and support and all your kind words and everything that you go to show me. So I hope everyone has a great night. I hope everyone enjoys that brief but quick detailed tour of my completed Mac desk setup. So I hope everyone has a great night and enjoys the video. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment for more. So this is the Power 999 FM here, saying peace and stay classy, yo. I'll see you in this video, guys. Peace. Stay classy, yo. Oh yeah, that looks awesome.